Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Capricorn. It's for the mid-month of May 2024. It is the 24th of May when I'm doing this reading. As the moon is in full and it is in Sagittarius. So we have that sense of healing, that sense of fun, that sense of everything coming in the way we think we want it to, but we're not too sure because, again, we're human. We want things in the way we want them, and I just got through with the Virgo read, and the energy there is very serious. So Capricorn, energy for Capricorn, it's pretty straightforward. I feel that the earth signs are heavy. Ooh, look at that dealing with Sagittarius, that determination, that, see how she's got her wands straight up there, looking right out into the future, knowing this is what I want and I'm going to get it and nothing is going to stop me. Then we have that determination again with the new beginning, and we see that the hangman is here because that's what I was getting into with the Virgo read, that there is a stalemate, there is delay, there is time required to see and change a perspective on where you want to go with what you really want, because this is again that chiming in of new beginnings. I've been since the beginning of the set of readings, it's all about new beginnings. I've come to realize that, I said it in, I think it's the Virgo read or even the Taurus read, where it's coming in all signs, because that's where we're at. The culmination of what has taken place brings that new beginning in, whatever it is for you, that new beginning. The trick is in manifesting it, and not just saying, oh, she says there's new beginning, so the new beginning is coming. No. You have to actually do something to have that new beginning, and that new beginning could be a repeat of what was, and that you didn't finish what you needed to finish, or you need to correct something from what was. It's cycles. We're completing cycles. We're being shown where we need to go back and fix things with others. Again, healing relationships is a big energy there. From a couple days ago, I think I did that. You just need to go see healing relationships, because that's what it's about. And we have to. Relationship within the self, relationship with others. What kind of relationship? Every kind. It's very straightforward, this energy, Capricorn. No nonsense, Capricorn. And that's because of Saturn now. Uranus. Not going into the astrology. I'm just saying that that's the energy. It's unexpected. Change is coming for all of us. And I'm not singling out one sign when I say all of us when in your reading. I'm talking about humankind here. We're on the verge of change globally, personally. Every day we wake into change. It is how we choose to view the change. We could look at it and say, well, I've seen this before, nothing's changing. It's because you don't want to see the change. But yes, every day there is a change in some form. We're not able to see it in some cases, and in other cases we can't help but see it. Capricorn, we're going deep within. That's what the earth signs have been registering in these reads that I've done. And I'm not expecting much different. The depth is It's as far as I will allow myself to go into the reading. It's a short read, but they seem to turn out to be longer with the earth signs. It's because it's slow movement. It's a slow process, and that's how it is meant to be. I can't make them go faster. But it's the in-depth information that I'm finding that I have to be careful of what I say, how I say. Capricorn, you're making me work hard. I don't mind, honestly. Let's see what this reading will bring for Capricorn. Now, I say Capricorn, anywhere in your chart, where your Venus, your rising, your sun, your moon, you see how you feel. If you're not Capricorn and you're drawn to this reading, well, then there's a message here for you for sure, and you would like to share it. And I thank you if you do pass it on to someone who you may know that may need to hear something from this reading. I thank you, Spirit, for your protection, for protecting the collective, protecting me, keeping me safe. Did I say the collection? Wow. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting the collective and keeping us safe and protecting me and keeping me safe. Collection. Capricorn, are you collecting something? You holding on to something, holding back, keeping things away? Let's not go there. I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, for showing up most of all. Comments are very welcome. Helps to raise the energy. Using the Druid Craft deck, this set of cards I've come to. I have a can't really say what it is, but I feel drawn to them, and it's not just the way I deal the cards, it's the actual messages that are coming through this deck. Each deck is a little different in that sense, and some are very different depending on the energy that was put into creating it. The 6 card spread that I used in April is what I like to use with this deck, and I'm using it again for this month. And Capricorn, that's stalemate. We're at a positioning in seeing where we've been, what we want, how are we going to get it, and why are we stopped when I was doing so fine with what I was doing and I got stopped, and why? This is where you're at. You're feeling blocked, and I was doing the cleaning of this deck. I was getting a lot of blockage with the shuffling. This is something the Spirit wants us to pay attention to. This is all about you, Capricorn. This hangman here is being positioned. It's being positioned in a way to see change, to see what it is that you don't, not that you don't like, but you're dissatisfied. You're not getting what you want in the way you want it. And you can't really break free. You've been put there. And you have to think about why you've been put there. You see? The nakedness here is like the nakedness in the Star, where it's raw, it's you cannot deny, you have to look, you have to see, this is what it is. It's not so much as in the what it is, but the why it is, because something that was happening wasn't going in your best interest, and Spirit said, no, this has to stop. This, you have to see the error of your way. You have to sacrifice something, because that's what this represents, sacrificial positioning here with the 4. Giving up on some kind of comfort, some kind of sense of home. See where the wheat, this is what he was doing. He was reaping. And then robbers came and stole his clothes, his money, and put him up into this position, and now he can't get out on his own, so he has to stay there until somebody comes along and says, hey buddy, what's going on? I'll help you down. You've been made to stop. This is probably why I'm getting all these blockages, because you're made to sit and think about what you're going to do next and how you're going to go about it. Spirit is making it so. This is not just somebody. This is spirit. This is a higher arcana, and we need to see the light. We need to wake up from something. And Spirit is giving you that courage because it's another higher arcana. We have the red, this Scorpio, this passion, this strength. Being able to hold back and keep something. Didn't I say that at the beginning? Holding back, holding on to. Being able to tame that beast within, and then let loose with all the passion that you can muster. Capricorn, what do you have up your sleeve? Well, you're not wearing any clothes here, so you're not really hiding anything. But the mere fact that you are being placed in a position that you cannot release yourself from is because you're not ready. Something is not quite done to allow you to move forward. See, Spirit is being honest here by putting you in a situation where you can't break free, and then Spirit is saying, well, you got to hold back. You got to keep that beast within. Keep that passion under the wraps there. Keep it under the covers. Not yet. Not ready yet. Something is not ready. It's kind of frustrating. Let's see what the outcome is in this. Oh boy, another high arcana. So we have that. All right. Now I have to preach about this deck, because in this deck, this is protection. Spirit is not allowing something. Again, we have holding back and we have being held back, held up, stopped. Something is stopped. It's being put to the test of patience. It is to come out of, or come out with, because this is what the potential outcome will be if things don't change here. You see, this is all high arcana. This is a very difficult reading. It's funny because I think in Taurus reading we're all high arcana. I went through it sailing. Here I'm just getting blockage. Again, Spirit is saying this is a protection. This is for your own good. This is for your own good. This is for your own good. Whatever it is that you want to do, Spirit is not letting it happen just yet. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. And there is something that needs to be let go of, apart from being protected. Because in this deck, this is what is happening here. These two have had their frolic and their lovemaking and their passionate encounter. And here we have the caretaker, what we call Sononos, is the devil, but he owns them. He owns the forest. He takes care of all of who live in this forest, in this world, in this mythic story. He protects them. He's watching over them, making sure that nothing comes to disturb their peace, their togetherness. They have they're at their weakest point because they have met within each other's ecstasy, and now they are resting. So here he is watching over them, making sure that they are safe. Now we look at that in other decks and we say rejection is God's protection. So something is not being allowed to cross a certain point. That's why he's standing over them. He's making sure that nothing goes past. So there's a breaking point where you still can't get what you want, or you're thinking what you want, you can't have it because of the way that you're thinking of getting it. Spirit wants you to change that perspective, change that mindset. See a little further than the passion. See a little further than the strength and the forcefulness. See a little further than that. Go deeper within is what the message is coming from here. And at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn, choice needs to be made. We're looking at, here we're reflecting, you see, in the water, the illusion. Again, there's this illusion of relationships that is so riddled. We're so riddled. Again, the passion here, you know, this wanting, this ecstasy, this cry for ecstasy, this cry for sex and passionate connections, and just wanting to explore that imaginary place of fun and joy, and wanting to stay there and just, you know, having everything, because this too is abundance, but this is illusionary. This one is where we get deeper and deeper into the illusion of a relationship, for example, where you're thinking of someone and you're like, okay, this is my person, and they're not really with you, but you really believe that they are because of your imagination. I'm not saying that is you, I'm just calling it as an example, but the red, the passion, that being tied up, that nudity, that sense of being raw, you're being held back. It's not that you're holding yourself back. This is spirit doing this. Again, we're looking at relationship, because the devil here is all about addictions and illusions and trickery and being really abusive to the self or another. It's being held back, taking advantage. That's what happened here. Somebody took advantage. And I say somebody, this is all about you. You are being held in a stasis of reflection. You have to think about whatever it is took place in the past, coming to fruition now with this full moon on the 24th when I make this reading. We're a little confused, or quite confused, about what it is we really want. We know what we love. We know what we're passionate about. And we're caught up in that illusion of it being real. It's like a fantasy. You see? Something about reality that's not connecting. All right, let's see what's under here. Oh, happiness, the truth. Being able to choose and be happy with the choices. You see that 4 of Cups came into the shuffle. It opened up with the Ace of Swords when I was cleaning the deck, and I found it a little odd that victory and disappointment, you know, I was like 4 of Cups, Ace of Swords, disappointment with the truth, confusing the truth. But when we see the sun, it makes that clarity come. You see, we can't take this card and say it's overpowering this one. That's not possible. The clarity of choice, that being able to see and make a choice, because we have come to understand what needs that we have. You see? Facing the illusion, that addiction, because we have addictions, whether they're mental, emotional, physical. I mean, I don't start calling out addictions here. You know your situation. You know the relationship you are in. And the chiming of healing relationships, again, if you look at healing relationships, we have the sun and the devil right here. That reading is exactly these two cards, one counterbalancing the other one. It's very mental. Here we have to think. It was in the position of the mental. Okay, I mean, I'm really pushing it because the cards are coming in exactly pinpointing the whole point of that reading in this reading, and not just this one. I think it was air signs too that I mentioned it. I think it was in the Virgo reading I mentioned it. So it's repeating itself because this is the energy that is flowing. This is what the mid-month of May is bringing. It's bringing us to the brink of realization, to the brink of sanity or insanity, of confused states of mind, and then coming out with the truth and reality, and reflecting on what needs to be done. There we go. Happiness in marriage, and again for coupling and protecting the couple and protecting that commitment. See, we're looking at illusion again, confusion, being not too sure, a little afraid of that commitment again. We're like, I don't know if I want this, I'm holding back, maybe I'm not ready. I love the passion, but I don't want to be in a real relationship. You see, that's kind of on the edge there. Going back and forth and saying, well, I want this and I don't want that, and I need this, but I don't know. And yet the passion, we can't let it go. It's that addiction. I'm obsessed with this. I need it. I can't live without it. This is where my happiness is. You know, that sense of you're going erratic. Okay, you're going from left to right, and then you're stuck in the middle. You're like, I want this. No, I can't have it. I need it. Oh, I shouldn't do that. It's not right. Come on, Capricorn. You and Virgo have to lighten up some. You know what you love? Spirit has your back. You're ready. You've been through, We've all been through. Look, see, we all have choices. We've made choices, and we've come to realize that we want to choose happiness. And our passion, look again, the naked truth here. See this freedom, this innocence, this sense of I want to go. I want to be. That Leo effect, you know, that just that natural sense of fun and happiness, and seeing things in a bright light, seeing things in the perspective of the truth and the passion and the freedom and the commitment to freedom, the commitment to having the truth, commitment, and then I'm scared. That's the erratic mode of Capricorn. But here we see is a timing. The moon is in Sagittarius, so this full moon here is a healing moon, as well as it is a very wise moon, where the wisdom comes in. Again, this is all high arcana here. So Spirit is guiding the choices that we make, again with the sun, high arcana. And then we see that commitment that we choose to make, Capricorn. When I say we, on the collective, your commitment is depending on your situation. Yes, this is traditionally the marriage card. But it doesn't mean that it is about marriage. For some of us, yes. Those of us who are questioning and seeking out answers about that. But then this is also self-knowledge. This is also about rising above the confusion and the fear, and going in and being able to say, I want to know, and there it is. Just desserts. Ending of a cycle. Something has to end in order for something else to begin. I've said that with another reading. But that is what the world will bring, and there it is. That's strategy. Okay, maybe that's what the devil is representing here. Betrayals. Now I'm curious. Let's see what comes after that. Queen of Pentacles. That sense of being home. So we're strategizing to have that home. And then that Three of Cups. Celebration, reconciliation. Let's stop there. It is a commitment. It is being awake and awakened to that courage to have the commitment and making the choice. Let's see what the next layer will bring. Because we could always turn around and say, hell no, I don't want, I just want my sex on the fly. But that's not what is showing up here. That's not. What is this here is protection. I'm feeling that more and more. It's not just obsession. It is dealing with the obsession. It is dealing with what created that stalemate. You see? Being protected, protecting the relationship, protecting any relationship. Somebody is reflecting on the protection. What it is I have to do to protect. This is why they're stopping, holding back. And this is being guided by spirit. You're being, without even realizing it, the steps that you are taking is just being guided by spirit. And you're allowing it because you cannot fight spirit. We could try. We could fight destiny as much as we want and say, well, if I have to be good, I'm going to do bad. And then eventually you just realize that even doing the bad is bringing out something good in someone else. It's nicely done too. Spirit has a way of making us do what we don't want to do. Because we're saying, I don't want to do this, we end up doing it in a different way, and it turns out that we end up doing what we're supposed to do in the first place. All right, let's not go too far into that confusion. It's very deep, these earth readings, these earth signs. Capricorn, you bring out that sense of sensuality in this layout here. Let's see what else comes. Look at that. The emotion. There it is. Queen of Cups. You're feeling emotional. You're deep within. You want to heal that love. See, it's very feminine, huh? This is very, very feminine. If you are a male, you're thinking about the woman that you love. You're thinking about the type of woman that you love. And she's very emotional. She brings out your emotional side. She calls to your strength. She calls to tame your beast within. She brings you to the point of ecstasy. That's the kind of woman that you are thinking about, that you want to come closer to. If you are a male. If you are female, then you are being put in a position to choose your mate. Now, you are seeing your strength through spirit, in that you are able to hold yourself back from that weakness, that urge for ecstasy, that what you fall under, where his cologne or his frame, his mannerism, whatever it is that makes you weak. You're holding yourself back from it because you are very attracted. You're so into the attraction of falling in under his spell, if you will. That's how spirit is holding you back from that weakness, that ease of just he will say something, or he will just, his presence will make you weak in the knees. Spirit is helping you to hold yourself back from that. That's why you're put into stalemate. For a woman, you're put into stalemate because your emotional sense is where you need to reflect and come through. As a female, you're being held back. I don't want to go too far in because I haven't turned the other cards yet, but you're being held back because of how deep your love is for this man or this woman, depending on the type of relationship you're in. It's not that you're holding back your love. It's more of a centering. It's more of taking stock. It's again, that Seven of Cups. It's where you know that you love the person. Again, we're looking at relationships. It's obvious. It's very obvious here. We're looking at relationships, and that one that you love, that one that you're thinking of, that one that you're fighting yourself against, saying no, I don't want to go because I'm going to give in, and I don't want to give in. I keep giving in. I don't want to because I love them. That's what's happening here. Spirit is pulling you back, and you're allowing Spirit to pull you back. You're going with, I need to see clear. I need to see my emotions. I need to understand what I feel. There we go. See, I want that couple. I want to be in relationship. I want that commitment. Spirit is holding you back from that because of your weakness for it. But you want, again, you're choosing. That Seven of Cups, don't forget, it was there. Deep emotion. There we have that Three of Cups. Reconciling. Wanting to come back. Wanting to go and see where it is that, what went wrong? Why was this stopped? Why can't we be together? That's a conversation you want to have. That's what you're thinking about. See, her back is turned to that commitment because she wants to understand why. Spirit is holding her back. She is looking away from the protection of that commitment is where this is. This is deep love here. Capricorn, whoever it is you're struggling to have that commitment with, if you're not allowing yourself, you're going the right way, but it is a difficult process, and I feel you because I was shuffling and the cards were really giving me a hard time. So it's very difficult, but you're holding yourself and Spirit is holding you, and you are allowing yourself that time, which is good. It's good. You're doing the right thing. Let's see the outcome here. Because you have to have that conversation. And you will. It'll bring you peace. There we go. Our Lady is back again. So that abundance, that sense of feeling at home is coming. You're going to get it. You're going to move into what is supposed to come, because that conversation is definitely going to make the breaking point. You see, because I say he, if you are a woman and you are waiting for him to come, he will come. If you're a woman and you're waiting for her to come, she will come. But she is coming with all of that serious truth. When I say serious truth, they're being honest and they're being aggressive because of that obsession they have with you, wanting to be in relationship with you, and they're not going to let you just say, okay, no, I don't want. It's going to be I would say a good fight. A good fight. It's not a bad thing. It's going to be where all the truth comes out, and the real truth is coming out. The passion behind it. That emotional love is what they want. They want that from you. You want it from them. Your holding back is building up that passion to come forward and just have it all out. And it is going to come easily. See, look, there's your High Priest. There's that. These two are meant to come together. Look at that. Look at that. See, they're meant to come together. I saw this. Oh, goodness. Was it the Virgo read? Either Virgo or Taurus. I can't remember. One of the earth signs had this coupling coming together. So it could be the Taurus. You look. You go see. You go see. But regardless of going and seeing, this is where it's at. You and your counterpart, you belong together, and you're going to have that peace of mind. Knowing, I see the will, that drive, that determination. It's going to happen. Look at that. And then you're going to come together. Celebration. You're all having it. Look, manifestation. Because you want it. You want to come back. The truth will bring you back. It's that Ace of Swords that I saw earlier coming in the form of that Princess of Swords. Capricorn, very straightforward, very slow in the process. I'm not going to call a time because there is no time here. This is whenever you are ready. Spirit will release you when it is time. And it will be time when they come to you. They will know. They will know. Let's take an oracle. Because you are being held back so that they can come to you. That's how it's going to play out. I don't see it changing though, because a commitment is involved here. And you both want it because you both belong together and you both know it. That is why he's coming. I say here, take it as it resonates. If you're in a same-sex relationship, male or female, your counterpart is coming to get you, and they are going to give you what it is you need to hear so that you can decide and make that commitment. Now, take it as it resonates. Some of you are going to refuse, and that is why Spirit has you tied up, so you can see your way to the true love. That unconditional love is true love. Commitment is what Spirit wants for you. Commitment is what you will have, because Spirit is keeping it just enough so that when Spirit lets go, that passion that you have inside of you is going to make that commitment stick. What is the oracle message, Spirit? Thank you for such a beautiful, quick read. For the other two were so long and difficult. The difficulties are there for the earth signs, I have to say. But you know what you want, and this is why it's difficult, because you need to be sure. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. Oh my, look at that. The hare and the oak, new opportunities. Again, some of you are, again, I say refusing, holding back, waiting for the right commitment to come, waiting for somebody to come. But it's a new opportunity for you and your counterpart, that person that you need to think things through about. They're there. Let's see, that card is a bonus. That card, another one coming out. Okay. We have the raccoon and the sycamore, curiosity. With the frog and the lotus, metamorphosis. So again, Spirit is helping by making you sit and think and then having that sense, that curious nature, building up on that, wanting to know, building up on that adventure, that passion, that determination, that protection. You see? Knowing what you want, that drive, that will, that it's hard. This is difficult. It's a 7. But Spirit is guiding it so that you can have your reconciliation, so that you can celebrate if it is that you haven't seen each other in such a long time, and that time gone by is enough time to give you the perspective so that you can have something new, and that you're curious enough to make the changes and to see the changes. This is a very interesting, this the way this oracle is giving me the cards. I'm going to stop here because there's too many cards now. So we'll look at because Spirit gave this one, the hare and the oak, new opportunities. Number 3, again, communication. Gemini season for Capricorn to have conversation, because where there was no conversation, now talk is going to happen here. Okay, so the hare and the oak, new opportunities. That's what the conversation is going to be about, Capricorn. New opportunities. Hares are often symbols of fertility and love, associated with the Celtic goddess Eost. I'm not sure how to say that. They represent springtime, a season of birth and abundance. Again, I said babies were coming, babies were coming. Holding back, all that passion, all that ecstasy, that wanting to have and be in that moment. Yes, it's there. The fertility, that desire, that love for wanting change even. See, your love is changing and growing and being shaped. And then you're going to talk about it. Because you've had time to think, Capricorn. Let's see, a season of birth and abundance. A variety of ancient cultures have linked the oak tree with bravery and vitality. In ancient Greece, the oak was revered as a tree sacred to Zeus. In Norse mythology, it represented the tree of life. In the ancient Celtic and Druidic cultures, the oak was associated with god Dagda. And protection and abundance. This coupling here, this is a very strong bond. This is why it is protected. The truth, your truth, their truth. The two of you are coming together, talking about commitment, having that belongingness and that bravery to reach out, a celebration, the 3 of Cups. The celebration of good fortune is in order. If you have been in a caregiving role, this is a reminder that your sacrifices will be repaid. You see, the sacrifice that you have been made to sacrifice is going to be repaid. You, Spirit, holding you back is because Spirit wants to give you a commitment that is true. You're going to get one. Let's see what the raccoon and the sycamore. Because another earth sign had this. I don't know if it was Taurus or Virgo. 33. Let's see. Oh my, it opened up right on it too. Curiosity. The raccoon and sycamore calls us to explore a thrilling new interest, idea, or opportunity. Raccoons are intelligent creatures. I was relating him to the king of wands with the emperor, resembling the emperor. I think that was the Virgo read. The seriousness involved. Capricorn and Virgo, You seem to have a trend with my readings. When I read for Capricorn, I end up putting Capricorn and Virgo together nearly every time. Often linked to bandits due to the mask-like markings around their eyes. They are quite lovable rascals, really seeking to cause harm. Again, with that fire sign, I might be dealing with a Leo. Or you have fire in your chart under Leo. Check where you're Leo. If you have anything in Leo, this might help you. They're quite lovable rascals, rarely seeking to cause harm. Like the raccoon, the sycamore tree is associated with a desire to learn and know. In the Bible, a man named Zacchaeus climbed the sycamore tree to get a better view of Jesus as he passes through the town of Jericho. Jesus rewards the man's curiosity by visiting his home. Again, I did reflect on that particular reading after, and I was thinking to myself, yes, it's rising above too. Again, this hangman we are placed in this position so that we can rise above where that base passion keeps us locked down. We just want to be in a relationship so we can have sex with the person. Well, Spirit is turning that around and saying, no, there's more to it than just having sex with this person. You can learn from and grow and change and become more and have a real commitment, you see? And that is what the love brings in. That true love. She brings that, or he brings that, depending on your situation. They're bringing it to you. Look, they're coming to you with the cup. They're remembering, they're looking back in the past, and she's actually got her eyes closed. So she's just doing the ritual of offering up her love. Again, there's that fertility, huh? Those of you who just want to see that there's more to this relationship than just sex. Families are made. Children are birthed. You see? The consequence of a commitment is to increase and have more. Now, depending on your age group and if your ability to have children, maybe it's not about having children, but it is about bringing in that fertility of creativity, whether it is in creating projects with each other, but being committed to each other for that love of creation. Whatever you're creating, just put it to your situation. You're developing into more. You're being set aside, put aside, away from each other, so that you could come now and face that truth and come to peace with each other and make that peace and have that abundance between you and the love. See the love, the emotional and the financial, because she brings in that abundance. And then that responsibility, that leadership, that taking charge of a relationship, protecting and being truthful and protecting the relationship and going the distance with taking that, the will to go further and take the relationship to another level is being guided. This is Spirit, the will to go forward and that courage to reach out and reconcile, make the steps, meet up with each other and have the fun and make change come. That metamorphosis, modest fortitude. Again, the horses are showing this sun. Where is it? The magician is here. You see that? Wielding of and wanting to, I want this. I really want this. And I want us to come back together. And here is the truth. And I want us to talk. And I want us to have. Okay. I don't know. I saw this. Oh no, the sun was in the first layer. It was on a horse is what I was getting to. The horse here. See? Modest fortitude. Being truthful, huh? Being honest. You are well equipped to explore uncharted territories. Climb high into the tree of your interests, bounding from branch to branch. Now is an auspicious time to discover new truths about yourself and your abilities. That courage to step up and make that I want to be in a relationship and actually stepping forward and going into that relationship. That's where you're headed. That's where your peace of mind will come. Because you want to be in a togetherness. You want to satisfy the next person. And Spirit knows that you want to. That's why Spirit is holding you back. Because you're open and you're giving. Very giving, Capricorn. But Spirit is protecting you because of your giving nature. These are gentle creatures here, both of you. Both of you are very gentle creatures. But there's a harshness in this world that Spirit is being protective of by putting that that sense of truth and that courage to speak it. Bringing that forward. Have to bring it forward. It's like what seals the deal here? What makes the contract? This, what we're going to talk about, is going to bring that commitment, and it's going to seal it, and we're going to go off and have that happiness and be together, be content. And of course, this is a gestation period. So we're looking at the next 3 months if you're really looking for time, because I said I don't see a timing here, but here it is, timing. In that 3 months, you will feel that drive, if you don't already feel it now, when you get this reading. And on that note, Capricorn, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.